In today's video, we'll discuss the top 10 most dangerous foods in the world. Now, when we say most dangerous, you might be thinking about fugu, the poisonous pufferfish, or the castor bean that produces ricin. But hey, they're not the ones that do all the damage. So, we're going to talk about the really dangerous foods. The ones that are offered every time we walk into the supermarket. The ones that billions of people eat each day. Foods that people often don't realize are doing enormous harm, causing inflammation, oxidation, high blood pressure, artery damage, and heart disease. These foods don't carry any warning labels, but they should. Plus, we'll cover a few tips, tricks, and alternatives for each, to empower you with the knowledge to make small adjustments that can greatly impact your health and quality of life. But before we dig in, can you do us a favor? Click on the thumbs up and help us spread the word about heart disease prevention. And ring the bell to stay up to date with our latest videos. We want to make sure you get the latest info so you can live a long, healthy life. And stick around to find out how to get 2 heart-healthy free gifts. We guarantee both you and your heart will love them. Okay, let's get into it. Number 10. Polyunsaturated vegetable oils. Polyunsaturated vegetable oils are a hidden health danger that people often overlook. These are used in cooking, salad dressings, and processed foods, and include soybean oil, corn oil, sunflower oil, and canola. Oils are chosen because they are inexpensive and have a neutral flavor. But the flip side is that polyunsaturated oils are unstable and prone to going rancid, which occurs when the oil is exposed to oxygen, heat, and light. That's why many oils are sold in dark glass bottles or metal tins to protect them from the light. When oils go rancid, they damage LDL cholesterol, leading to an increased risk of heart disease and cancer. One study on mice found that oxidized polyunsaturated oils led to significantly increased expression of the HRAS gene in the liver, lung, kidney, thymus, and spleen. The researchers concluded that rancid oils could be involved not only in tumor promotion, but in the initiation as well. Furthermore, many polyunsaturated oils are high in omega-6 fatty acids and low in omega-3 fatty acids. This causes inflammation associated with cardiovascular disease, diabetes, and certain types of cancer. So, instead of polyunsaturated oils, choose monounsaturated and saturated oils that have a more stable structure, such as extra virgin olive oil and coconut oil. And keep an eye out for polyunsaturated oils in processed foods like muesli bars, potato chips, cookies, and crackers. Number 9. Refined grains. Refined grains such as white flour, white rice, and pasta have long been considered healthy staple foods. However, study after study shows that refined grains have negative impacts on health. First and foremost, refined grains are stripped of fiber, vitamins, and minerals during processing, which makes them less nutritious than whole grains. Fiber is essential for maintaining a healthy digestive system, and a lack of fiber can contribute to constipation, diverticulitis, and other resulting health problems. Another concern with refined grains is that they are quickly digested and absorbed into the bloodstream, causing rapid spikes in blood sugar levels and inflammatory damage. This can lead to insulin resistance and an increased risk of type 2 diabetes, as well as heart disease. Scientific evidence for low-carb and no-refined grain diets have snowballed in recent years. For example, the journal Nutrition Reviews found that people who ate the least refined carbohydrates are up to 3 times less likely to suffer heart disease than those who ate the most. And cardiologists like Dr. William Davis are seeing patients transformed into thinner, more energetic, clearer thinking versions of themselves, with better bowel, joint, and lung health. So ditch the wheat bread and make toast with almond or pumpkin bread. Switch out that rice for cauliflower rice, and tantalize your taste buds with a zucchini noodle carbonara. Number 8. Processed meats. Processed meats like salami, ham, hot dogs, and bacon are all popular. However, they come with health risks that you should be aware of. According to research by the University of Oxford, every 50 grams of processed meat per day accounts for an 18% increased risk of coronary heart disease. That's mainly due to their impact on blood pressure and cholesterol damage. Processed meats are often preserved with nitrates and nitrites, which are added to prevent bacteria. However, nitrates and nitrites have been linked to stomach and colorectal cancer. That's why the American Institution for Cancer Research recommends avoiding processed meats, except for special occasions. If you're not willing to give up processed meats, make sure to choose the nitrate-free and pasture-raised options when possible, and treat it as a very occasional food. Number 7. Instant noodles. Instant noodles are a common sight in college dorms, but they're another chemical hazard that should really be avoided. One of the main concerns with instant noodles is that they contain monosodium glutamate, or MSG, which is also found in foods like packet soup, ketchup, and potato chips. MSG is a chemical flavor enhancer that stimulates the taste buds and leaves you wanting more. However, research suggests that consuming large amounts of MSG is linked to metabolic disorder, liver dysfunction, and nerve damage. Studies found that MSG increases hunger, which may lead to overeating, weight gain, and various poor health outcomes. Some people are particularly sensitive to MSG and can experience symptoms such as chest pain, rapid heartbeat, and weakness after eating. Another concern with instant noodles is that they are high in sodium and carbohydrates, while lacking any real nutritional value. Number 6. Donuts. Often considered a breakfast or daily snack, donuts are a disaster food. From the unhealthy fats and refined grains to the preservatives used to extend their shelf life, consuming donuts regularly have significant consequences for health, including obesity, type 2 diabetes, heart disease, and more. The highly refined flour and sugar in donuts, cupcakes, and similar treats lead to rapid blood sugar spikes, which result in energy crashes and increase cravings for more empty carbs. What's more, these refined carbohydrates trigger inflation throughout the body, damaging the arteries which carry blood to the heart and skyrocketing risk for atherosclerosis. As with many of this type of food, the fats used in donuts are often unhealthy cheap fats, which, as we discussed, have all sorts of problems. For a healthier snack, try a handful of nuts, Greek yogurt, flour-free muffins, or soaked chia seed snacks. Next, we'll cover a food that you may not even realize you're purchasing. But first, Heart Disease Code would love to give you a free book, The Surprising Truth About Fat and Cholesterol, plus the first episode of the untold story of heart disease, something that everyone concerned about heart health should watch. Click the link in the description below to claim these free gifts. Okay, let's get back to the list. Number 5. Grain-fed meat. Grain-fed meat means any meat that comes from animals fed a diet on corn, soy, or barley. This has become a common source of animal protein in the modern diet, and is particularly nefarious. One of the main issues with grain-fed meat is its nutrient composition. Animals that eat grains have a different balance of fatty acids compared to those that eat grass. Grain-fed meat is often higher in pro-inflammatory omega-6 fatty acids and lower in anti-inflammatory omega-3 fatty acids, which can contribute to inflammation in the body and increase the risk of disease. In addition, grain-fed meat may contain high levels of hormones and antibiotics, which are often used in industrial farms to supersize growth and prevent disease. When humans eat these, it can disrupt our delicate balance of hormones and increase antibiotic resistance. which is a growing health crisis in itself. So, avoid grain-fed meat and choose pasture-raised meat, which has eaten its natural diet and passes on all the nutritional benefits to you. Number 4. Candy. It may seem like a harmless treat, but candy is one of the most dangerous foods in the world. When you eat candy, blood sugar rapidly spikes. This spike triggers the release of too much insulin to deal with all that sugar, which can actually cause hypoglycemia, or excessively low blood sugar. The body interprets this as a warning sign, and releases fat into the bloodstream as an energy source, making you feel sluggish and triggering a domino effect of damage. Excessive sugar is directly responsible for many modern diseases, including increased tooth decay, obesity, type 2 diabetes, and heart disease. And sugar doesn't get much worse than candy. In contrast, whole fruits like mandarins or berries are sweet treats that provides many health benefits. They are free of processed sugar, high in fiber, and packed with vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants. Plus, they avoid the sugar spike then crash that comes after eating refined sugar. Or you can go for a square of dark chocolate, choosing one with 75% cocoa or more. Dark chocolate is going to provide beneficial compounds like flavonoids and cocoa polyphenols, which have anti-inflammatory effects and support artery health. Number 3. Deep fried foods. It's easy to overindulge in the fast food dollar deals and value combos, but be clear, they come with a hidden cost of weakened health and potential medical bills in the future. These are drenched in unhealthy fats which damage cholesterol and cause chaos in the arteries, raising the risk of heart attack and stroke. Additionally, fast food and deep-fried foods are typically high in sodium, which leads to fluid retention, high blood pressure, and added stress on the heart. Worst of all, they contain high levels of AGEs, or advanced glycation end products, which occurs when food is cooked at high temperatures, particularly fatty foods with unhealthy oils. These AGEs cause serious oxidative stress and inflammation, which the Journal of Advances in Nutrition describes as setting up the conditions for disease. But here's the thing, you can get the best of both worlds. To paraphrase MD and nutrition educator Dr. Michael Greger, look for ways to make your favorite meals work for your health instead of against it. So if you're craving chicken, pizza, or burgers, make them at home and skip the deep frying. Include a side salad, a slice of beetroot, fresh red onion, and as many nutrient-dense ingredients as you can. Number 2. Soda. Soda is the ultimate guilty pleasure for many people, but it's causing chaos. First and foremost, soda is loaded with sugar. A single can of soda can contain up to 40 grams of sugar, which is more than the recommended daily amount for adults. Additionally, the caffeine in soda can lead to anxiety, insomnia, and other sleep problems, as well as increasing your heart rate and blood pressure. And if you were under the impression that diet soda is better, sorry, it's not. Many studies highlight the many dangers associated with diet soda. For example, the journal Diabetes Care found that a daily diet soda is associated with a whopping 67% increased risk of type 2 diabetes and a 36% greater risk of metabolic syndrome. While artificial sweeteners are marketed as a healthy alternative, they are linked to a range of health problems, including headaches, digestive issues, and even cancer. Finally, soda is acidic, which erodes the enamel on your teeth, leading to cavities and other dental problems. It can also irritate the stomach and increase the risk of acid reflux and heartburn. So, if you're a soda addict, it's time to make a change. Try switching to water, herbal tea, lemon water, coconut water, or other healthy beverages. Your body will thank you for it. Number 1. Trans fat. Trans fat is considered one of the most harmful types of fat for human consumption, and is often referred to as the worst fat. Trans fat is created through a process called hydrogenation, in which hydrogen is added to liquid vegetable oil to make it solid. Some of the common sources of trans fat include baked goods such as cookies, crackers, and cakes, snack foods such as chips and microwave popcorn, fried foods, and many pre-packaged foods. Trans fat causes blood platelets to become sticky and dysfunctional, dramatically increasing the risk of heart disease, stroke, and type 2 diabetes. Additionally, trans fat may cause liver dysfunction, so it's recommended to avoid trans fats as much as possible. Make sure to read food labels, avoid processed and frozen foods, and choose a whole food diet with plenty of fresh fruit, vegetables, nuts, and whole grains. And if you crave cookies or some other treat, make a night out of it. Get the mixing bowl out and make them at home. That way you'll know what's going into them and avoid all the toxic nasties that we've discussed today. So there you have it, 10 of the most dangerous foods in the world. Number 10, polyunsaturated vegetable oils. Number 9, refined grains. Number 8, processed meats. Number 7, instant noodles. Number 6, donuts. Number 5, grain-fed meats. Number 4, candy. Number 3, deep-fried foods. Number 2, soda. Number 1, trans fat. What do you think? Do you have any questions or tips to share? Leave a comment and share it with the others in the Heart Disease Code community. And remember to get your 2 free gifts: The Surprising Truth About Fat and Cholesterol, and the first episode of The Untold Story of Heart Disease. Just click the link in the description below to get them. And remember to like this video and click the subscribe button so that you can stay up to date as we release new videos. Thank you so much for watching. We hope you have a happy and heart-healthy day.